time for the summer reading program. This is Eagle News on KWSO. Here's today's story.
This is Star with the Jefferson County Library, here to finish how Chipmunk got his stripes. We started with Bear bragging that he could do anything. Little Brown Squirrel then asked if he could make it so the sun would not come up the next morning, despite Bear saying, "The sun will not come up." The sun did rise. Ooh! After that, Brown Squirrel teased Bear, and Bear pinned Brown Squirrel under his paw. Brown Squirrel gasped out, "If you lift your paw just a little bit, then I can take a deep breath and apologize before you eat me." "That is a good idea," Bear said. "I would like to hear you apologize before I eat you." So Bear lifted up his paw, but instead of apologizing, Brown Squirrel ran. He ran as fast as he could toward the pile of stones where he had his home. He had a tunnel under those stones and a nice warm burrow deep underground. Little Brown Squirrel's grandmother stood in the doorway waiting for him. "Hurry, Brown Squirrel," she called. "Hurry, hurry!" Little Brown Squirrel dove for the door to his home, but Bear was faster than he looked. He grabbed for Brown Squirrel with his big paw. Bear's long, sharp claws scratched Brown Squirrel's back from the top of his head to the tip of his tail. But Brown Squirrel got away. Deep down in his burrow, where Bear couldn't get him, Brown Squirrel curled up next to his grandmother and slept all winter while those scratches on his back healed. When spring came again, Little Brown Squirrel came out of his hole and looked at himself. There were long, pale stripes all the way down his back where Bear had scratched him. He was Brown Squirrel no longer. He was now Chipmunk, the striped one. That is how Chipmunk got his stripes. Ever since then, Chipmunk has been the first animal to get up every morning. As the sun rises, he scoots to the top of the tallest tree to sing his song. "The sun came up, the sun came up, the sun came up, the sun came up." And ever since then, Bear has been the last animal to get up. He doesn't like to hear Chipmunk's song. It reminds him, as it reminds us all, that no one, not even Bear, can do everything. I hope you've enjoyed this story as much as I love to tell it. What stories do you love? This book, along with many others, can be found at the Jefferson County Library. Others can be found at the Warm Springs Library. What adventures await? Let your imagination soar. Read.
We hope you enjoyed today's story, the summer reading program on Eagle News. Remember, let your imagination soar. Read. Thank you for listening to 91.9 FM, KWSO.